Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. On time, excellent interception. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe! Deep cross. Cleared without hesitation. It's a pretty loose pass. Opts for safety. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Played in with purpose. Leicester getting this one clear. He's a sharp little ball here. That has ended up in no man's land.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Maradona knocks it into space. Oh, that looks a crack.
Mbappe!
Well, now it's a race. Oh, what has happened here? Finish. Big chance! It's in! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Palmeiras finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's going to be disappointed with that. First quarter of an hour gone. Looking for the run. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Fernando Torres, defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Being shifted off it. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bergkamp is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Looking for options for movement. Bergkamp. A header! Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. Brilliantly cut out. That has not gone well. Maradona.
This is the time you need that pace.
Goes back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Now the terrific header. It's a goal! And the comeback is complete. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Maradona. And here's Torres. Stood up well to him there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good spread. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Palmeiras clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Torres. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Bergkamp. And here's Torres. Now it's Maradona. And he's in on goal. That's really well manoeuvred. Bergkamp. Can he latch on to this? He has found the way through. There's the whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So, we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras. Camisa 19.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rodri. And it's Belletti. Mbappe tries making a foray down the right. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Maradona. Now it's Maradona. That pass has been well intercepted. Bullet. Now it's Cruyff. It's a really well-measured ball. Showing great feet there. Bergkamp. Howson deals with that comfortably. Vinicius Junior does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Tries to play it through. He is through here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Pass somewhat off target. Seedorf is steaming forward. And this is Cruyff. Bergkamp. That's an excellent interception. Vinicius Junior.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
So we've reached the hour mark. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Bergkamp. Howson. Howson going vertical. Foot in. Geertruida. Out for a throw.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras. Camisa 5.
And that's definitely not his best.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
He's found the way through. Delivers with... There's the header! And he hits the net. Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras.
Palmeiras making another change here. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, well played, well played. Seedorf. Bullet. Now it's Bergkamp. And it's Bergkamp. Messi. Messi gets flagged offside. Belletti. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Leicester wins the duel this time. 75 minutes played. Spread neatly.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And this is Bergkamp. That's a shade optimistic. And it's a corner.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras.
Palmeiras with the corner, they're first. And that has been cleared. Cross into the box. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Gullit. Neymar has it in a wide position. And the shot! They would have been quick to recover this.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Gertruida with a definite foul there. Rodri. That's Rijkaard. Baresi. And it's Cáceres.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. So what can they make of this? Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Rummenigge. Maradona. Here's Rodri. Great vision. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
That has been knocked clear. Oh, that's a fine interception. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he's picked it up out wide. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Not the most convincing of passes. Clarence Seedorf, Jim, a player of immense intelligence and relentless brilliance.
Yeah, he is the total midfielder, Peter. He's essentially a 10, an 8 and a 6 all in one. His tactical intelligence, his athleticism, his reading of the game, ball-winning capabilities make him a one-man counter-attacking unit.
Caceres goes on a charge down the left. Sané. Messi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Palmeiras with the corner, there first.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Adriano. Sané. And he's had it nicked away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Khan claims it without any fuss. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. In comes the corner. Palmeiras have their second corner now. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Decent chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Looking to play him in. No luck with that dink over the top. It's a goal kick. Now it's Torres. And it's Belletti. Petralda kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right! And Palmeiras score first! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rafael Leao. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Seedorf. That's a throw.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Palmeiras are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And here's Torres. It's a really well-measured ball.
Fernando Torres really was well-marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Sané. Oh, important interception. Oh, there's the clearance. Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Sané. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attacking...
Torres! It's hit the upright. And that's a good-looking ball. Maradona. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? And he has kicked it out somehow.
Fernando Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, well played. Palmeiras have the chance to go the other way. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And this is Van Basten. And that has put paid to that. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking...
And Torres! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Out of play for a throw. He's cut it out. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? He has found a way through. Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A case now of complete control. That has ended up in no man's land. That has been slung wide. Shapes to shoot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Palmeiras certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Maradona. Rafael Leao. He has a look up. Torres! And it's hit the woodwork and out. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
Not the most accurate pass. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter.
And the shot! And he hits the net! It is no contest. It is a landslide. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Palmeiras are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. Well timed, excellent interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Maradona. Rafael Leao. That has not gone well. Belletti. Kentrauda cuts it out. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Stood up well to him there. Looking for options for movement. Played back in. Corner given.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras. Camisa 17. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 14.
Corner number 3 coming up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Rodri. He's had a shot! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And it's Maradona. Messi. Real chance! And he's missed it.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rodri. Vinicius Junior. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So the perfect chance to get one back. Maradona! It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's at the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Bullish header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Scholes. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's through, now is he in? Oh, cracking ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Foot in. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that.
Oh, what a mistake! Can he finish? Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a good ball out wide. Now this could be a chance. Rodri. Pele. Ibrahimovic. That's a sharp pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Looking for options for movement. Gets into some space, drives it in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Here's a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Costa Curta. Fernando Torres, and they can counter here. Ambitious ball here. Torres gets flagged offside. Fernando Torres, and it's Maradona. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pele. Now it's Neymar. He is through here. Neymar, a lot of space ahead of him. And it's played in. Long ball upfield. Rodri. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Torres gets a good foot in there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, he's taken it. Caceres got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Messi. Vinicius Junior. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Belletti. Abbiati sends that a long way. And here's Torres. Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played into the box.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Played towards the front line. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. He's had it taken off him. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neymar. And here's Mbappe. And he's what takes a shot! Ibrahimovic. Scholes. Looking for the run. That's beautifully weighted. Rijkaard did well to stay calm there. Maradona. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Probing pass. And it's Ibrahimovic. Well read, nice interception. Rodri. It's Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Torres. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Baresi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Not the most convincing of passes. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. That ball looks a good one. Chance! And they win it back again. Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to dink it through. Oh, that was vital. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out...
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great chance! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Costa Curta. Gerrard. Now it's Pelé. He won't be happy with that one. Belletti. Rodri. Mbappe. And it's Belletti. Aimed in towards... Terrific header! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Gerrard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, that was venomous. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Maradona. Now, he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Pelé. Played out to the left flank. Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Corner number 2 then.
Camisa 10. Camisa 19.
And it's hoisted
Camisa
clear.
23. Deixando o campo para a entrada dele.
And now they can
Camisa
spring out of
9.
defence.
Camisa 15. Camisa
It's a searching
22.
pass.
Substituição.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, no joy this time.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Mbappe. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Torres. Now it's Batistuta. Flamengo finding their passes. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Oh, that's clever. That has been cut short.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Vinicius Junior. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Fiore. I think we're just about done here. Now it's Torres. Now it's Sané. Stood up well to him there. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And it's Zanetti. Mbappe. And that's it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
What a game, what a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage, it was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game and you go for it.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Batistuta.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Surely! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Now it's Torres. Torres proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Cáceres. Oh, nice touch. And this is Maradona. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So, a breakthrough already. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Messi. Foot in. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. So, what can they come up with here? So, he's plotting something before playing it in. Tries from distance. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's had it nicked away. And here's Messi. And this is Batistuta. Howson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Now it's Maradona. Oh, good-looking ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Torres. Neymar. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Maradona. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Ibrahimovic. And Batistuta! Cáceres gets good distance on it. That has not gone well. And there's the shot! Smashing save. Really good save, that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Gently done. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He won't be happy with that one. In with the challenge. Maradona could move up a gear here. Belletti. Flamengo trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. Xavi Alonso. Quality ball.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Mbappe receives it in a wide position. That'll be a throw-in. Played back. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Quick look, then plays it in. What a throw-in. Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Batistuta. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And we hit half-time. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And the second half gets underway. Maradona. Nicely spread. And it's Neymar. Ibrahimovic. Great vision. It's Ibrahimovic!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Camisa 2. Camisa 9.
Caceres, a man never lacking in drive or determination.
Camisa 10. Camisa 22.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fiore. Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then. And
Mbappe! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Zanetti is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tries a shot! It's in! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mbappe. It's a good run down the right. He's a sharp little ball here. Fiore. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pele. And he welcomes it in. Pele with the cross. Terrific header! He has done it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Aos 22 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 19.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Belletti. And here's Mbappe. He is through here. Gets into some space. Thinks about the shot. And he shoots! Goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
It's become a case of men against boys. Rijkaard. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Rodri. Spread out to the left. Pele. Flamengo are looking to break at pace. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. And that is masterful defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Knocks it into space. Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Could be danger here. They get a throw in.
substituição.
Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Messi in acres of space out wide. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Caceres cuts out the pass. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's been cut out, well played. Sane. Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pelé. Threads one in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Neymar. Rafael Leao. He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's a pretty loose pass. And the pass is intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no joy this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Neymar. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Pelé. Flamengo have got it back and they'll have another go. Rodri. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.